The hyena surges forward with powerful jaws, enduring stamina, and relentless pressure. They tighten formation, forcing both prey and rivals into constant defense. Each counter-response only intensifies the encounter, raising the tension further. Across the savanna, the hyena embodies sustained strength and coordinated dominance. But when the balance shifts, who will hold steady until the final moment? Under the scorching savanna sun, an established order of power is being challenged. A male lion, a biological force weighing 420 pounds, is patrolling the edge of his territory alone. But the rival before him is far from ordinary. The spotted hyena, armed with an astonishing bite force of 1,100 pounds per square inch, is moving within a strict social hierarchy, ready for an intense confrontation. When the lion detects the hyena clan near the denning area, he reacts at once. With explosive bursts of speed reaching about 50 miles per hour, the king quickly imposes his presence, forcing the others to pull back to protect their young. Yet the hyenas do not retreat in fear. They shift instead to a strategy of psychological pressure. The moment they detect that the lion has just secured prey, those spotted shadows begin to appear, using their distinctive calls to summon reinforcements and apply pressure through sudden close approaches. As his focus begins to wear down, the reward changes hands, leaving the skilled hunter with nothing to reclaim. Elsewhere on the grassland, a lone lioness finds herself caught inside a tightening circle. The hyena clan does not rush in recklessly, but steadily seals off every route of escape, forcing their rival to lower the intensity of the standoff and search for a narrow path to safety. It is a stark reminder from nature. Power does not come only from explosive strength, but also from the ability to sustain pressure over time. In this place, the one that holds steady the longest is not always the strongest, but the most patient. The Topi antelope is one of the most agile and alert grazers on the Serengeti grasslands. Weighing around 300 pounds as an adult, with long legs, strong muscles, and the ability to accelerate to about 50 miles per hour, it is truly one of the athletes of the savanna. In the open landscape, sharp eyesight serves as its first layer of protection against the shadows that wait in silence. But under the shimmering heat of 110 degrees Fahrenheit, exhaustion becomes an opening for danger. About 2 miles away, a lone hyena has already picked up the scent of protein drifting through the air. The chase erupts as the distance begins to close. Although trying to bring down prey alone is a difficult task, a single echoing call is enough to change the order of events. The arrival of the clan quickly turns the pursuit into a test of endurance. The The harshness of this world is even more visible for the youngest individuals. A newborn Topi, not yet steady on its fragile legs, suddenly falls within sight. The hyenas quietly tighten the circle, facing the mother's powerful instinct to protect her young. Even as forceful horn strikes are thrown in defense, the predator's persistence gradually takes control. When the dust settles, the cycle of survival leaves behind another quiet continuation. Here, victory does not belong only to the fastest, but to the one that knows how to manage energy and wait for nature's most precise moment. Across the harsh grasslands, the leopard stands as a symbol of solitary strength. Weighing around 150 pounds, its muscular build is designed for remarkable feats, including hauling prey up to 3 times its own weight into towering tree branches. Yet every successful hunt comes at a cost. The attention of opportunistic rivals known for taking advantage of the moment. The silence breaks as the wind carries the scent of an impala, drawing a spotted hyena from nearly 2 miles away. Facing a species with an exceptional bite force of up to 1,100 pounds per square inch. The leopard understands that a direct confrontation is an unnecessary biological risk. It chooses a tactical withdrawal before the rival closes in. But if the opposing side is only a single individual, the leopard may return with low, warning growls to reassert control. If it is an overwhelming group, the hyenas shift into encirclement, applying steady psychological pressure. In this battle of focus, even a brief lapse under pressure from multiple directions can cost the solitary hunter its hard-earned advantage. The encounter often ends with a quiet acknowledgement. The leopard retains the pride of a master strategist among the high branches, while the hyena leaves its mark through endurance and disciplined group coordination. Far removed from the old stereotype of a mere carrion eater, the hyena emerges as one of the savanna's most enduring marathon athletes. It possesses a hunting system refined to confront wildebeest herds, weighing around 550 pounds during the Great Migration across the Serengeti. This is not simply a chase, but an intense test of resolve between predator and prey. The tension surges when the hunt enters its decisive phase. The hyena uses its ability to maintain speeds of about 35 miles per hour over distances greater than 3 miles, turning the pursuit into a steady drain on the other side's oxygen and muscle strength. It watches patiently, isolating the weakest individuals as they begin to slip away from the herd's protective formation. Once the gap disappears, the prey can no longer maintain its defense under the immense biological pressure applied by these seasoned hunters. There is no display, only the law of survival carried out with remarkable precision. the struggle ends as quickly as it began. Here, life is not decided by brief bursts of speed, but by the ability to sustain pressure over time. The final reward is not only nourishment, but also a clear affirmation of the power of discipline and extraordinary cooperation among individuals of the same bloodline. Across the African grasslands, the spotted hyena and the African wild dog are frequent rivals in a constant race for survival. While wild dogs stand out for their precise coordination, achieving hunting success rates of up to 80%, hyenas rely on endurance and jaws capable of delivering immense bite force. An adult wild dog weighs around 70 pounds, noticeably lighter than a hyena, yet its strength lies in agile direction changes and exceptional pack discipline. When a pack of wild dogs has just secured a meal, the low, echoing calls of hyenas begin to rise from a distance. Rather than rushing in, the hyenas advance step by step, gradually closing the gap to test their rivals' response. The direct encounter grows tense as the hyenas use their weight advantage to create intense psychological pressure. A single misstep within the wild dog formation can trigger a sudden surge, breaking through the line and shifting control. In response, the wild dogs employ a high-speed encirclement strategy, constantly moving around their opponents to find openings. However, when the balance shifts and two or more hyenas arrive together, the wild dogs often make a calculated withdrawal to preserve their strength. Here, coordination and the ability to read the moment determine who can hold on to the outcome until the very end. The African buffalo stands like a living fortress, weighing around 1,500 pounds. With its sweeping horns and thick hide, it can generate a counterforce comparable to a light truck. Yet its rival, the spotted hyena, carries a more refined advantage: a matriarchal social structure and highly coordinated teamwork. The pace intensifies as the hyena clan activates a hunting system with success rates reaching up to 70%. Rather than confronting those steel-like horns head-on, they assign roles with precision between pursuers and blockers, applying continuous pressure from concealed angles. Their persistence turns the encounter into a demanding test of endurance. As the circle tightens, every gap in the defensive formation is methodically exploited with calculated precision, until even the most resilient fortress begins to give way under the pressure of the pack. Here, survival does not belong only to the strongest, but to the strategists who know how to transform unity into unmatched strength within the cycle of life. A sudden dive shatters the stillness, and the struggle for survival begins instantly. Even targets that seem beyond reach are brought under control by strategy and pressure from above. As the instinct to pursue takes over, the sky becomes the stage for its most formidable hunters. In the end, who truly rules the skies? If eagles are powerful warships with massive wingspans, hawks are the highly agile fighter jets. Unlike the imposing presence of eagles, hawks have more compact bodies, with shorter, rounded wings that allow rapid maneuvering through dense forests, where a 7-foot wingspan would become a limitation. The hunt of the red-tailed hawk is a display of precision. It waits patiently on a high perch, using sharp vision to scan the area before releasing its talons. Its diet is varied, about 60% rodents, 20% reptiles, and the rest amphibians. At speeds of around 100 miles per hour, it can intercept fast-moving bats in midair. Once a target is locked, the angle of descent turns the sky into a decisive arena. Less showy than its eagle counterparts, the red-tailed hawk maintains its dominance through persistence and remarkable adaptability. That is why, across generations, it remains a symbol of keen awareness in the wild. In the 110 degrees Fahrenheit heat of the Sonoran Desert, Harris's hawks face a demanding test of survival. They operate like an aerial wolf pack. When a jackrabbit is spotted, one hawk drives it forward while others position from above. A perfectly coordinated trap takes shape. A final grasp brings the chase to a close, securing the future of these desert hunters. The distinction of hawks lies not in prolonged pursuit, but in moments that arrive faster than reaction time. In nature, sometimes a single cut through the air is enough to redefine the balance of survival. Under the blazing sun of the African savanna, the secretary bird appears like a graceful queen, with long lashes and an elegant stride. Standing over 4 feet tall, it moves across the grasslands with the confidence of a ground-dominant hunter. But that refined appearance can be misleading. This is one of the most formidable close-range hunters on the planet. Rather than relying on its bill, its greatest weapon lies in its long, powerful legs. With remarkable precision, it delivers strikes with force up to 5 times its body weight in an instant. A single well-placed stomp can disrupt a cobra's movement before it can respond effectively. Instead of soaring for long periods, it walks more than 20 miles a day, turning each step into a relentless patrol. in the world of the secretary bird, beauty is not for display, but a veil over a relentless survival instinct. Its elegance is simply the opening note of an outcome that cannot be avoided. In the world of those who command the open sky, the eagle is often called the king of the skies. With a wingspan of over 7 feet and vision about 4 times sharper than that of humans, it can detect movement from great distances and turn open air into a decisive advantage. Its talons, capable of exerting around 400 pounds per square inch of pressure, allow the eagle to maintain control in critical moments. Yet behind that majestic flight are constant trials against wind, water, and rock. Across open grasslands, a lone wolf separated from its pack can become a rare target from above. The moment it leaves its zone of safety, it is tracked and approached with precision. Talons nearly 2 inches long create a powerful grip, leaving the opponent very little time to respond. Even more demanding are the steep rocky slopes rising hundreds of feet high, where an eagle pursues a young mountain goat. Here, a single loss of balance can determine the outcome. The eagle does not prevail through speed alone, but by pressing its target to the very limits of the terrain. Even a much larger mountain goat can be forced to yield under that remarkable pressure. For the eagle, distinction comes not only from strength, but from the ability to endure the harshest tests nature can offer. In the natural world, birds are among the most successfully adapted groups of animals. They are found from arid deserts to rainforests, and even the harshest frozen regions. More than 10,000 species have evolved distinct traits to command their own space. Sharp vision, ultralight skeletal structures, and specialized hunting tools create remarkable survival advantages. The sky is never just empty space. It is where ecological order unfolds with every wing beat. Under the skies of North America, the American white pelican appears as a slow-moving giant with a wingspan nearing 10 feet. But that unhurried appearance can be misleading. This is a highly refined encirclement specialist shaped by nature. Its most distinctive feature is the throat pouch, holding up to 3.5 gallons, a biological net without equal. Rather than hunting alone, they line up like a coordinated formation, quietly pressing forward and opening their bills to gather both water and prey in a single decisive motion. Their feeding behavior is not limited to fish. To sustain themselves, they may take advantage of unexpected opportunities, including capturing birds weighing close to 1 pound on land. Without tearing, the pelican uses its bill, over 15 inches long, to secure and guide the prey, turning its pouch into a mobile holding chamber. Yet in nature, abundance always carries a cost. While filtering large volumes of water to retain their catch, pelicans momentarily reduce their ability to react quickly. In a brief lapse of awareness, they can fall within the range of a hidden marsh predator, the alligator. In the wild, the line between a successful catch and sudden danger can be as thin as a single moment. Owls are often described as silent phantoms, masters of darkness and space. Beyond their large, light-gathering eyes, they are equipped with specialized feathers that suppress sound in flight, turning every wing beat into a silent approach. Across the snow-covered Arctic, the snowy owl stands motionless, blending into the frozen landscape. From over 100 yards away, it can detect the faint movement of a small rodent beneath deep snow. At the precise moment, its wings open, and its body glides forward without a sound. A controlled strike through the soft surface, and the target is secured. This is how the snowy owl establishes its place as a silent hunter of the far north. As the sun sets, control of the sky shifts to nocturnal owls. With eyes that make up about 5% of their body weight, they gather light far beyond human capability. In territorial encounters, they can even move against powerful raptors such as ospreys or large falcons. No display, no noise. This is how these masters of the night maintain their authority across generations. Across the vast wetlands of East Africa, the shoebill appears like a creature from a prehistoric age. Standing about 5 feet tall, with a wingspan close to 8 feet, it doesn't rely on speed, but on the steady presence of a hunter that rarely misses its rhythm. Its most defining feature is the massive bill, nearly 1 foot long and about 5 inches wide. Part horn-covered shoe, part precision tool, it is designed for decisive control in critical moments. Most of the time, the shoebill remains motionless. It waits patiently along shallow channels, where lungfish and catfish must rise through oxygen-poor waters. When the moment arrives, its heavy body drops forward in a sudden, controlled strike. The sequence ends within seconds, built upon hours of absolute stillness. This patience makes the shoebill one of the most unpredictable hunters of the wetlands. It does not chase, it stands and waits, allowing the marsh to present the opportunity within reach. As the encounter comes to a close, the hyena still reveals its formidable resilience. It wears rivals down through endurance and collective pressure. That is the kind of power that keeps the entire savanna on alert. If these survival moments are compelling, consider leaving a like on the video. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel for the next encounters ahead.